requested the door was closed, and colleagues that come up and say a few words. Laura?
It has been said that if you want to know the measure of a man, you need only count his friends. Well, I don't need to tell any of you where David Charles Butler falls on that scale. I have the privilege of being one of Butler's closest friends. I met him during my sophomore year of high school when he was a senior. For most of that year, he was just the guy from Portland High who lived down the street from my new friend Denny. The guy who wore tie-dyed shirts and a Duke hat, who rode low in his Thunderbird, or Thunder Chicken as we called it, and was like Matthew McConaughey's character in Dazed and Confused, who definitely enjoyed a curse word or two. To this day, I still blame Butler for my own potty mouth, and had the deepest voice of anybody I'd ever heard. But that changed the following year. During my junior year, there was a small group of us who became like a family to one another, kind of a band of misunderstood misfits and dreamers who had finally found their tribe. And from that point on, Butler has been my big brother in every way that truly matters. Over the last 25 years, Butler and I have shared countless laughs and plenty of tears. We've fought and made up more times than I can remember. We've experienced a dozen cribbage tournaments together, epic nights at his camp, road trips, concerts, and all the other things young people do when the whole world is their friends. We've co-written many of the memories that each of us holds most dear, and we've supported one another through some of the hardest times we've endured. Through all of that, and everything else that comes with a lifelong friendship, this is what I know to be true about David Butler. Butler loves with his whole heart. He is caring and sensitive and supportive beyond measure. He is fiercely loyal, and nothing in the world is more important to him than his family, both the one he was born into and the one he has chosen. He can admit when he's wrong, he learns from his mistakes, and he always strives to be the best person he can be. He is both uncomplicated and complex, and has more integrity than anyone I've known. He is so protective of the people he loves. You name a selfless figure of speech, and he'd do it. Lay down on tracks, take a bullet, run into a burning building, give the shirt off his back. He'd do all of that and more without hesitation for the people he loves. He's hilarious and honest and doesn't care what people think of him. He knows how to live life, undeterred by the sorrow and shame that can come from getting burned. He celebrates his loved ones' achievements while being forever humble about his own greatness. By every measure, Butler is the definition of a good man. My friendship with him is one of the greatest blessings in my life. And I can say with absolute certainty that all the qualities that make him the best friend anyone could ask for are the ones that will make him an even greater husband and partner to the first woman to love him as much as he loves. In thinking about how to conclude my remarks, I realized the perfect way would be to offer a variation on a song by the musician that always has and always will make me think of Butler. Christine and Dave, life is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And each of you has chosen the perfect partner to have by your side in that vessel as you try to follow where the river goes. From today forward, may the two of you never sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. May you always choose to chance the rapids and dare to dance the tides. There's bound to be rough waters, and I know you'll take some falls. But with the other as your co-captain, I know that together you'll make it through them all. I love you both.